the high school, the holidays and everything. We got high school basketball here tonight, and it's a matchup that we have pretty much every single year that we come over here, or every single year it takes place. Delaware Hayes and Mount Vernon, and these two teams are going to be facing off tonight. Delaware Hayes at 4-2, Mount Vernon at 5-2, and this is going to be again a good measuring stick for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets as they play one of the top teams in the Central District who made it to a state Final Four last year behind Jesse Burris and Landon Vanderwerker. One of them is still here. It's not Jesse Burris, the all-time leading scorer in Delaware Hayes history, but Vanderwerker is still here, and he's a big kid, 6'7", so Mount Vernon going to have to find a way to take on this Delaware Hayes team and face up with him. But the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, interesting for them. They beat Watkins Memorial in their last game 54-40, snapped a two-game losing streak in which they lost 50-48 at home to Licking Valley and 63-52 at Northridge. And for this Mount Vernon Yellow Jacket team, we've gotten an opportunity to see them a couple times, Johnstown and Highland and Centerburg. And those teams on paper, Bo, those are teams Mount Vernon's supposed to beat. Yeah, Centerburg, Highland, Johnstown, they should win those games. And they did. But here, this is a different animal, and this really will show you where you're at. And really, the next two games for Mount Vernon will be able to do that because they play Newark a week from tonight at the Hive. But it is always a tough place to play here at Delaware Hayes.
Yeah, Delaware Hayes has proved themselves in the last 5 years that they're, the team, maybe not the team to beat, but one of those teams on that list that you want to, prove your mettle against. And like you said, they still have Vanderwerker, Carter Piet Brown, another 3-year letterman, Chase Griggs, another 2-year letterman. They got guys back, not just, the Burris Brigade. Obviously, he's a very good basketball player. I enjoyed watching him in his career here. But this is still a very solid team that Mount Vernon has to go up against tonight. And like you said, this will kind of give you some answers to some big questions that you might be able to find come March.
Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, again, a team that's sitting at 5-2. Delaware Hayes, by the way, they lost to Olentangy in their last game, 66-53, and they also lost to Westerville North earlier this season, 65-56 here, which ended a 22-game home win streak for the Delaware Hayes Pacers. But they still have this talent, and one of those guys is Landon Vanderwerker, a guy committed to Kent State who stands at 6'7" tall, and he's a kid that played at Northside Christian, came over here, dynamic duo with Jesse Burrow, and a team that, as we mentioned, they won a regional championship last year, made it to the state Final Four before losing. But this Delaware Hayes team, they always got talented guys. Vanderwerker's one of them, and Chase Griggs, another good guard here. Piet Brown seems to have been here forever.
Yeah,
but he's finally
he's
senior.
A staple here.
So you think about those guys, and then Russell, a talented group here at Delaware Hayes. The Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, so that's where it kind of becomes a little bit of an issue. They got to deal with the size of Vanderwerker, but they also have to deal with the speed of a Central District team in Delaware Hayes, Bo. And though they want to get out and run, it's going to be tough against this Delaware Hayes Pacers team, but it's really what they're going to have to do. They don't want to play in the half court with Vanderwerker.
Yeah, like you're noting on, all 5 guys on the floor for Delaware are going to run. Even Vanderwerker, who clocks in at 6'7", he's going to move up and down the floor like you would a 3-2-1 kind of player on the court. So it's kind of going to be a match for match of how Mount Vernon likes to play their offense using the transition. But will they be able to, hold Delaware Hayes in the half court? And then on the other hand, will Delaware Hayes be able to lessen Mount Vernon's transition? Because we know that's how Mount Vernon likes to, make games go from 65 total points to 80, 85 total points. I mean, with their transition, they can score in 3 seconds.
Well, for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, they wanted to keep this game on their schedule after they left the Ohio Capital Conference Capital Division and went to the Ohio Cardinal Conference. Now, of course, they're in the Licking County League, but they wanted to keep this game, and Nick Kuhn has said it publicly. He said, as long as I'm the head boys basketball coach here, we're going to play Delaware Hayes, we're going to play Newark, and I think it's going to be good for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets to do those things. However, the Jackets have struggled in at least the past 5 years. I mean, I tried to go back as far as I could, and the last time Mount Vernon actually beat Delaware Hayes. Of course, last year's game, we were there at 74-38. It was not pretty. But the previous 4 years to that, all games were pretty close, all within 10 points or less. So Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, they've got to find a way, again, to get in transition if they can. And it's, getting a track meet with the Delaware Hayes Pacers is usually not a very good idea. But Jackets don't really have much of a choice with their lack of size that they have this year. They got to force turnovers, get out in transition, and get some easy buckets. It's going to be hard against this Delaware Hayes Pacers team. But we're getting ready for action here as the Jackets and the Pacers. And high school boys basketball here tonight from Delaware Hayes. And then we're going to take 6 days off before we have a high school basketball game at Fredericktown. Yeah, this time I'll actually join Bo because I sent him there when there wasn't a game, or at least a game we were doing. But tonight, we appreciate you joining us. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction. High school basketball, it is the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets and the Delaware Hayes Pacers live from Delaware tonight. Live streaming on the WMVO Facebook page and on WMVO on the radio 100.9 FM and WMVO.com 93.7 HD2. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, Delaware Hayes Pacers. Let's take this break. We'll come back and more of our pregame show next year on WMVO.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
Few products elicit the passions and commitments like sports, and that is especially true in this area. If you're enjoying this broadcast and own a business, your business can enjoy the benefits of being associated with and supporting these broadcasts while reaching a captive, passionate, and loyal audience. For information and to find out how your business can be a sponsor of these exciting broadcasts, call one of our marketing consultants today, 740-397-1000. That's 397-1000.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
We are back here at Delaware Hayes High School along with Bo Bircher. I'm Tyler Mathias, and John's up there. He found a spot right across from
right
us.
Above the Ukulana.
There you go. And then you got Delaney. So we got a combined age of 37 over there. And then me and John, we make up for that. Well, we appreciate them joining us here tonight. We appreciate them making this trip over here. And it's an easy trip for Bo. Bo always looks forward to this because he doesn't go very far. Well, it's during the holiday time, so yes, he does. He has to travel actually further than all of us. But anyway, tonight it is Delaware Hayes and Mount Vernon. And look, the Jackets have really look, we've talked about it before. You get in the Central District, the Jackets have struggled. It's a different style of play than they've used to. And it's maybe not a different style of play, but a different speed. It ticks up a level, Bo. And tonight, Jackets are going to see that. And I will tell you, the two games that we have seen already tonight in the freshman and JV game, you can already tell the difference. And they were very good basketball games here, so we're looking for the same here in the varsity game as well.
Yeah, it's just when you know you're coming in, especially being on the road as well, you just can't let that team get comfortable at home. Can't let them do what they want to do. You got to establish kind of this is how you're going to have to beat us mentality. And in that light, then Mount Vernon needs to do what makes them good, what makes them score, what makes them play defense. And the more you stick to it, hopefully the more you can pull an upset. I know both teams 4-2, 4-2, and 5-2. I know respectable records, but obviously coming in Mount Vernon probably a little bit more of the underdog on this game. But if they stick to their plan and make sure they can't let Delaware Hayes get comfortable, let them play their game, I think Mount Vernon will give them a good run here.
Well, it is the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets and the Delaware Hayes Pacers. These two teams facing off here. And for Delaware Hayes, the interesting thing for them is they play tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, they get right back at it tomorrow, take on Brunswick at the Columbus Convention Center at 4:45 p.m. That'll be kind of neat for them to do that. But here it's the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets and the Delaware Hayes Pacers. A matchup and a rivalry. They just keep these rivalry games going, and the Jackets will play back-to-back against the Newark Wildcats and the Delaware Hayes Pacers. And the Jackets take it very seriously. I mean, they want to win all three games. They don't want to just win the varsity game. They won the freshman game. They lost the JV game 52-39. But here, they have an opportunity to pull off a stunner if they can beat the Delaware Hayes Pacers, a team they've struggled with here in most recent years. The Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, Delaware Hayes Pacers getting ready for basketball. Delaware Hayes, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, our title sponsor, also presented by New Directions and Pizza Cottage. High school basketball here tonight from Delaware Hayes. We are live streaming on the WMVO Facebook page. We're on the radio on 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2, and WMVO.com. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back, and we'll be back with more starting lineups. Opening tip next on WMVO.
The Domestic Violence Shelter and Rape Crisis Center of Knox County served more than 600 individuals in 2023. It could be a family member, a coworker, or a friend. It takes a community to break the cycle of violence. To learn more about how you can support New Directions in connecting and strengthening our community, visit our website, www.newdirectionsknox.org, or call our 24/7 hotline at 740-397-HELP.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
All right, we are back here at Delaware Hayes High School, where the Delaware Hayes Pacers and the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets will face off at 6'3" senior Isaiah Colliver traces back, a 6'4" sophomore. He's been good this year. Sophomore and Quentin Rowland, the 6'3" senior for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets. For the Delaware Hayes Pacers, Drew Banasak will start, the 6' senior guard. Where's number 2? And Chase Griggs, the 6' junior, will play guard. Where's number 3? Jeremiah Russell, 6' junior guard. Carter Pyatt Brown, 6'3" guard, as a senior. And Landon Vanderwerker, the 6'7" senior, starting forward. Number 24. It's not going to be hard to identify him here tonight.
No, tallest on the court.
So Chase Griggs, a guy that got minutes when he was a sophomore. Remember, we were over here and
He's played with Burris. I mean, a lot of these guys play with him. These guys are going to be well coached, well trained. This will be a very good game. No discredit to Burris. He's a very good player, but I mean, this is a very good team that played around him. I mean, they were 8-9 players deep the last 3 years, no matter regardless of grade or whatever. Like I said, Pyatt Brown's been a starter for, I believe, 3 of those 4 years. And then the year I don't think he was starting, I think he was the 6th or 7th man off the bench, so making some starts. Like I said, a lot of seasoned veterans here on this floor for both Mount Vernon and Delaware Hayes. But Delaware Hayes, all 5 guys, like you said, 2+ years of Letterman experience.
So, for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, they'll have Trace back up against Vanderwerker. It's kind of a disadvantage, but Griggs gets the basketball, and we're underway from Delaware Hayes. Between the circles, head of the key. Now Russell has it. Guarded by Zane Barber for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets. We said they'd be in a zone, and they are. They're going to have to against Vanderwerker. On the right wing, Griggs gets into the corner. Vanasak gets it back. Down the baseline. Good ball movement. Kick out to Russell into the corner. Here's a 3. It is up. It is good. From the corner, Chase Griggs from downtown.
Good teach tape there on how to pass and not dribble within the zone and find a great shot to open up the game.
Now, Jackets will have it against pressure. Nikos Giacoumis pushes up to Isaiah Colliver on the right wing. Colliver tries to throw it up top, but it's picked off. Going the other way, Pyatt Brown gives it up. Vanderwerker lays it up the glass and in. Vanderwerker makes it 5-0 quickly here. And now a push for Colliver into the front corner of the left wing. Gives it Giacoumis on the right wing. Beck has it. Well, Yeah, quick transition from Vanderwerker. Didn't take him long. Collimer gets the handoff. 1 minute into the game, Jackets down 5-0. Dribbling to the left, into the lane, rolling with the right hand up the glass, too strong. A rebound pulled down by Banasak, and he will push into the front court. Banasak has it on the right wing. Jackets down 5-0. Russell, left wing, Vanderwerker. Vanderwerker now Russell, Griggs, head of the key. Russell, 3, downtown, too strong. Rebound back, Mount Vernon. And Beck will push into the front court to Giacomas. Jackets down 5-0. Left wing to Colliver. Beck, 3 from the left point. Up, 3 from the left point. Good by Beck, way downtown on that one.
Beautiful shot. Good way to get the Mount Vernon offense going off of Beck 3. We've said that a couple times, haven't we?
We sure have. And so the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets right now, fairly just 5-3, 6:20 to go in the opening quarter. Russell has the basketball across half court, gives on the right wing. And kind of moving it around, drop underneath. Vanderwerker slam, left to the rim. Vanderwerker. And that's, we were wondering if we would get to see that. We got to.
Yeah, just put the ball on the doorstep, dunked it home.
And now a steal by Russell, and he lays it in. And the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets 9-3. They are trailing in this one. Giacomas with the basketball high on the right. Gives it up for Beck, who hit the 3. Beck has it. Beck hands it off now for Barber, dribbling right in the lane. Almost knocked away and taken away. It is knocked away and taken away by Vanderset. 9-3 Pacers. Gives it up. Griggs lays it off the glass and in right of the rim. Jackets in trouble. And it's 11-3. Jackets trailing. 5:40 to go. Opening quarter. Timeout. Jackets will take one with them. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Hoops on WMVO.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community, offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Griggs with 5, Vanderwerker with 4, and it is 11-3. Jackets trailing the Pacers. 5:40 to go in the opening quarter here from Delaware Hayes High School. Zane Barber with the basketball. Fresh from the backcourt, gives it Giacomas, who gets it into the front court, double team, drops it now for Colliver, steps into a 3 on the left wing, up, no good, a rebound, Vanderwerker, and Vanderwerker will push it with an 11-3 lead for the Pacers. Flips it up to Russell. Russell on the left wing, gives it back to Griggs, Vanasak, now to Russell. 5:17 to go opening quarter, 11-3, Pacers in the lead with the basketball. This is something the Jackets have not seen this year. Pyatt Brown into the corner, touch pass. Here's a 3, left wing good. Downtown for Griggs. And Griggs has hit 2 threes. He's got 8 points now.
I mean, that was just pure.
And into the front court, Giacomas has the basketball. Giacomas gives it up for Colliver. 14-3 Pacers. Giacomas back to Colliver on the left wing. 4:50 to go opening quarter. 14-3 Pacers. They won it big last year. 70-38. Inside, Roland scoops but can't score. On the baseline, picked up by Barber. He scoops it up and good.
Good little brick and rip there by Zane Barber, picking up the loose ball and cleaning it up for 2.
Jackets need to get a stop here now, Bo. I mean, haven't been able to do that so far. Yeah, water bottle comes over towards us. 14-5 Pacers to lead right now. They swung it right over here. And now Russell right in the lane. Gives it up. 3 for the left point. Off the front of the rim. Rebound back up the miss from Griggs. Finally missed one. Beck gives it up. Giacomas. Giacomas dribbling. Stops the right wing. Left wing down to Beck. Jackets down 14-5, almost halfway through the opening quarter. Good pace to this one so far.
Yes.
Beck has it on the left wing. Hands it off for Quentin Rowland. Rowland spins around. Rowland right in the lane. Spins in the lane. Puts up with the right hand. Misses badly. And a foul called, our first foul of the ball game. 3:54 to go in the opening quarter. And that's how you can tell where it's a different level. Is look, we're 3:50.
You know, refs aren't going to call that against the home team. So just going to see if Mount Vernon can match that physicality.
Garrett Brown is into the ball game along with Will Sims. Free throw is up and good. 1 of 2 for Rowland. So 14-6. So now Gage Coleman comes in the ball game, and he's the first substitution for the Jackets as Quentin Rowland takes a seat on the bench. 14-6 right now. Pacers the lead. 3:49 to go in the opening quarter.
I think he's the second. I think Jalen Kirkbride just came in as well.
Kirkbride is also in. You're right. Comes into the ball game. And this one goes underneath to Sims. He finishes left the rim. 16-6. It's really easy right now for the Pacers.
Just doing whatever they want.
Pretty much. Kirkbride Gives it up. Barber dribbles right in the lane, into the lane, knocked away, taken away. Going the other way, Pyatt Brown bounces for Vanderwerker. Now Brown lays it off the glass and in. Pyatt Brown gets it to go. And it's 18-6 as Carter Pyatt Brown. And now Kirkbride traveled, but they didn't call it. And timeout call by Nick Coon. 3:14 on the opening quarter. 18-6. Pacers the lead. WNBO, Cubbage Electric Plumbing Construction High School basketball.
Dear parents, don't wait. Educate. Empower us with knowledge. Keep talking to us about underage alcohol use, dating violence, and mental health. You are empowering us with knowledge to be the change. Thank you. This ad is sponsored by the Teen Advisory Council of Knox County.
We are empowering Knox County youth. Visit us online to learn more at www.tacofknox.org. That's tacofknox.org.
We are back here at Delaware Hayes High School. The Maverick Yellow Jackets trailing 18-6 right now to the Delaware Hayes Pacers. Pyatt Brown gets his first points of the ball game on a lay-in. And again, Vanderwerker size is already causing problems, even in transition right now.
Yeah, the other thing we'll touch on a little bit later is Delaware Hayes. They have basically 3 point guards out there at once when you're going through this zone. But we'll touch on that a little bit later.
Collenberg, Giacomas, Kirkbride has it on the right wing. Kirkbride dribbling the right baseline, spins right in the lane, and he travels. 3:02 to go in the opening quarter. Turnover on the Jackets, another one. Well, it was 3-0 very quickly into this ball game. Just 27 seconds in, Griggs hit a three, and then Vanderwerker threw one down that shook the gym. And even Delaney was impressed. And she's not impressed by, well, I'm just kidding. We all knew the possibility for a dunk here. But anyway, it's 18-6.
There's still going to be more. We're still on dunk
Probably,
order.
yeah. Pyatt Brown has it. Carter Pyatt Brown, senior. Seems like he's been here forever. Gives it up, Vanderwerker, head of the key. Back inside, Sims gets an open layup. He scored 2 of the last 3 buckets. And so now into the front court, Kirkbride has it knocked out of bounds. And bad news is Garrett Brown is down in the backcourt for Delaware Hayes as he's trying to get into the front court. Gives a thumbs up to Adam Vincenzo, the head coach. He's the Banasac up and no good too long. Rebound tap to the air. Sims ends up with it. Has it on the right wing. 2:23 to go in the opening quarter. 20-6 Pacers the lead. Vanderwerker gives it on the baseline. Banasac kick out. Here's a three from the left wing. Up. It is good. Pyatt Brown.
He's a gamer, man. I told you that was the guy to watch. I know Vanderwerker is getting a lot of attention, but Pyatt Brown is one of the dogs in Central Ohio basketball.
Carter Pyatt Brown has scored 5 of the last 7 points for the Pacers. Now Kirkbride
rebounds as well.
Kicks it out. Giacomas cross court to Collenberg. He gets it open. Look for 3. Up and no good. Vanderwerker cleans it. 1:50 to go in the opening quarter. Jackets down 17. It's 23-6. Vanderwerker looks inside on the baseline. Touch pass goes to Sims. Sims stops the left block. Gives it in the corner. Pyatt Brown from downtown. Pyatt Brown with another 3. Back-to-back triples, and the Jackets are down 20 here in the first quarter of this ball game.
I'm just going to stand by what I said after his last bucket.
Pyatt Brown is playing well. Now Collenberg inside, spins to the outside, puts it off the glass today. Good job by Collenberg.
That was a tough basket, especially right on Brown. But that's what you're going to need to kind of turn the ship here with this last 1:15 in the game, in the quarter.
Well, stop the run there for the Pacers. Pyatt Brown gives it head of the key to Garrett Brown underneath. A good find. Flipped up and in by Banasac.
From Carter Pyatt Brown.
It's just very easy for Delaware Hayes to dissect this zone. They're just catching it and reading what the kind of Mount Vernon is just giving them.
Giacomas has it in the front court high on the left. He gets double teamed, tries to dribble out of it, and it's knocked away, taken away. Vanderwerker, oh boy. Ooh. They say it goes out of bounds on the sideline, and it's called on Garrett Brown. And 4 new bodies for the Jackets. See, Beck's in, Hempfield's in, Rollins in. Giacomas is the only one who's stayed. As for the Jackets, Luke McDonald is also into the ballgame. 28-8 Pacers. 47 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Jackets down by 20 here already in this ballgame. Left wing to Beck. Beck dribbling the left baseline, gets cut off. Now Hempfield has the basketball. McDonald and Roland has the basketball. Cross court, back 3 for the left wing. Up and no good. Rebound is pulled down by Garrett Brown, and he can push into the front court. 24 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 28-8 Pacers have the lead. Carter Pyatt Brown has Couple of threes here in the last couple possessions. See if he gets. Well, he's not even out there, I guess, anymore.
I think Brown and Telfair came in.
Alex Brown has it on the right wing. Drops it in the corner for Garrett Brown. Now up top. Here's a three. It is up. It is nothing but nylon for Greg. And that first quarter was very impressive. 31-8. Pacers lead it by 23 at the end of one. On the road. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Hoops.
New products elicit the passions and commitments like sports, and that is especially true in this area. If you're enjoying this broadcast and own a business, your business can enjoy the benefits of being associated with and supporting these broadcasts while reaching a captive, passionate, and loyal audience. For information and to find out how your business can be a sponsor of these exciting broadcasts, call one of our marketing consultants today, 740-397-1000. That's 397-1000.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
Well, here we are at Delaware Hayes High School, and that's not how the Jackets wanted to start.
No.
Trailing 31-8, 5 triples in the opening quarter. Just domination for Delaware Hayes.
They just look very comfortable. They're just getting whatever Mount Vernon gives them, and they're just taking advantage of it and scored 31 in a quarter. I mean, that's very, very good for a high school team.
Giacomas gives it up for Quentin Rowland, who's been pretty quiet here in the early going. Got just the one free throw. Rowland gives it up for Beck. Ball almost knocked away by Sims. Beck, nice job of ball handling. Stops at the head of the key. Now gives it Giacomas. 31-8 Pacers. McDonald has it. Hands it off for Hempfield for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets. As the Jackets are down 31-8. Deep three for the left wing. Up. It is too long. And a good box out by Russell. That's the other thing. One chance for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets right now. And this ball is thrown out of bounds, but a foul called before that. Transition, and it's on number one, Peyton Hempfield. But look, right now, with Pyatt Brown on the bench, and with Vanderwerker on the bench, and with, Banisak on the bench, this is where you got to try to make up 23 points that quickly here, but got to do something. As Alex Brown gives it up, gets it back in the right wing. And the Pacers got to take their time, leading by 23. In the half court right now. Head of the key, Alex Brown. Gives on the right wing, Russell. Brown, head of the key. Brown looking underneath. Back out, Russell on the right wing. Jackets down by 23. A minute into the second quarter. Here's Griggs going inside. Stops. Throws it cross court into the corner. Now Sims got an open look. Leaves it off the left end.
The difference is Delaware Hayes right now is doing what about 70% of the other teams, when they would throw the ball up or get a shot, they're holding it. They're being content. And then, as you see, Mount Vernon brought 2 out to the corner, leaves a guy wide open at the paint, easy bucket.
Jackets can't even size up with Sims, nonetheless Vanderwerker. It's tough when you don't have the size there, but inside goes Rowland, and it's knocked away and taken away by Sims. Sims looking for help, finds it in Russell. 6.5 to go first half, 33-8. Delaware Hayes the lead. Out of the key with it, Russell, right wing to Alex Brown. 5'11 junior, now goes cross court. Drop inside, shot up, and no good. Left to the rim. Sims to the rebound and put back. Well, 35-8 now is the score. Jackets are down by 27. Inside Rowland with a right-hand finishes. Good job by Rowland. His first field goal of the ball game.
And trying to get a foul, get that foul count up, maybe get to the line. I like the idea of working inside there.
Right now, Sims is really playing well in this ball game. He's got 8 points alone. This one is knocked away and taken away. Jackets right now trailing by 25. Giacomas bounces for Hempfield. Hempfield right in the lane. Now left wing, open three. Given up there by Rowland. Goes inside instead. Puts it up with the right hand. No good. Rebound to Russell for Delaware Hayes. Again, no second chances for the Jackets. Russell inside. Kicks it to the corner. Three. Up and good. Alex Brown. And that's the 6th three already hitting this game for Delaware Hayes. And now they're getting ready to bring everybody back in, too.
Yeah, so the cavalry's coming back.
Yep. Giacomas has it on the right wing. We've been at a lot of blowouts this year. I'm not sure if we've been to one quite like this yet. Beck has the basketball on the left wing. Roland has it on the left wing. Jackets down by 28 with 5:05 to go first. Pushes his way in. Off the glass and in. Kind of pushed around a little bit, but you know what? It works.
No, the refs have established that this is going to be, like a hacksaw type of game. If you want to get a foul, you're going to have to get hacked. And that was just a good, strong finish there by McDonald.
Right wing, Alex Brown to Russell, head of the key. Jeremiah Russell drops it inside, and now shot is blocked. And McDonald gets up with it, and Giacomas the other way. 4:30 to go first half. Jackets down by 26. And now Roland dribbling near the left block. Kicks it back out to Beck. Beck has it. Giacomas. McDonald into the corner. Hemfield. Out of the key, Giacomas. Left wing to Beck. Beck inside. Knifes his way in. Scoops it up. He is fouled. And we'll go to the free throw line. Jackets 1 of 2 in the opening quarter from the line. But here's the thing. Banasak's coming in. Garrett Brown's coming back in. Also coming in is Stevie Gleason Camp. Pyatt Brown's coming in, and Vanderwerker. So, as they say in hockey, a line change.
Yeah, the hockey change is coming in.
Yeah. But at the free throw line, Beck hits the first one. And Collenberg is back in. Kirkbride and Barber are in for. And Roland and Beck in for Mount Vernon. 4:14 to go in this first half. Jackets down 25, and now they're down 24 as Beck hits them both.
That's where you make the comeback. That's where you start chipping away. Free throw line.
And getting stops on this end as well. And Pyatt Brown gives on the right wing to Vanderwerker. I don't think they want him out there with it. And he almost, he threw it to the guy in the front row with his left hand. That's why they don't want him up there with it. 38-14. Turnover. Delaware Hayes with a 24-point lead. Kirkbride will trigger it in for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets to Collenberg. Jackets down 38-14. Collenberg's been quiet, has just the 2 so far in this one. Barber, he dribbles into the lane, stops just below the foul line, gives it Kirkbride on the right wing. 3:50 to go first half, Jackets down 24. Beck with it, back behind him, gives it now for Roland. Roland cross court to Kirkbride, puts it on the floor. Kirkbride stops at the foul line, gives it left corner to Barber, dribbles the left baseline, gets cut off on a double team, throws it back head of the key. Roland dribbling right of the lane, puts up with the right hand, off the glass and in Roland.
There it is. Good bucket there by Key. That was a great one. Right to the cup for 2.
Inside, Garrett Brown gives it up, kick back out right wing. That's Banasak. He gives it into the corner, head fake by Pyatt Brown. He goes inside right of the lane, kicks it into the left corner. Head fake by Gleason Camp, and now with 3:15 to go in the opening half, Jackets 38-16, playing better here in the second quarter. Vanderwerker on the baseline, little floater up, no good. A rebound on the weak side, pulled down by Beck, and he pushes to Collenberg. Collenberg with the basketball, pulls it back out. Kirkbride, 3 minutes to go first half. Jackets 38-16. They trail it right now. Kirkbride now to Collenberg. 3 for the right wing, up and off the front of the rim. A rebound chased down by Garrett Brown. And now Pyatt Brown with it with 2:45 to go first half. 38-16. The Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets right now are trailing this one. Vanderwerker goes inside, tries to go to work. Nice feed underneath, but the reverse is blocked by Beck. As Gleason Camp tried to finish.
Yeah, Gleason,
there you go.
Gleason Camp did it after the play. He said left hand. Don't need to be extra flashy after that flashy pass. Just finish on the left-hand side. But, hey, get the ball back after a block.
Kobe Holmes is into the ball game. Vanderwerker, by the way, he's only got 4 points in the game.
He's been moving the ball well up top in the zone, moving it around.
Hasn't scored since the early part of the first quarter, but he's got it up top right now. His team's up by 22, 2.5 to go in the first half. Cross court goes to Vanderwerker. Vanderwerker throw up a 3 and got it. Well, ask and you shall receive.
Yeah,
3 up and good. Back to a 25-point lead.
Step back threes from 6'7" centers are hard to guard. I won't lie. So tough break there for Mount Vernon.
The reason he's going to Toledo. With the basketball, Collenberg backing his way in right of the lane, spins around, puts it up with the right hand, too strong. A rebound is pulled away from by Stevie Gleason Camp. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Jackets down 25. And now Vanderwerker, he thought about it again. Instead, one-handed pass goes on the right wing to Holmes. Holmes has it. Dribbling to the left wing. Gives it up for Vanderwerker near center court. With 1:48 to go in the first half. Jackets down by 25. 41-16. This is one of their toughest games of the year. Look underneath, and it's knocked away. Actually goes off the hand of Mason Kelly, and the Jackets pick it up. Now the ball knocked away, taken away. He's got Vanderwerker one-on-one with Beck right now. Left of the lane, stops, puts it off the glass, and in Vanderwerker.
Tell you what, Delaware Hayes is playing some good ball with the pump fakes. They're making Mount Vernon jump all over this place like an airplane.
Barber, though, finishes right on the rim. Barber gets an answer on the other end, so it's 43-18 with the buck 16. Give it up for Mount Vernon here. They were down 23 at the end of one. Now they're only down 25 as Colliber gets his hand on it to knock it out of bounds. So Jackets have only been outscored by 2 in the quarter after they got dominated in the first quarter, allowed 31 points.
Yeah, what if you're Delaware Hayes? You're fine without scoring them by 2 when you put up a 23 spot in the
Vanderwerker, right point 3, no. Good box out by Rowland, and a push now by Giacomis with just over a minute to go in the first half. Good feed to Barber, who finishes right on the rim. Barber with back-to-back buckets for Mount Vernon.
Yeah, great slip. Mount Vernon kind of finding their own in their little transition O that they like to run, so see if they can build off that.
Jackets right now trailing by 23. Teams have played even this quarter. Right wing, faking a 3. Kobe Holmes now spins around the left-hander. Goes back towards center court with 40 seconds to go in the first half. 43-20. This is what high school basketball is about. I mean, it is a blowout right now, but this has been a great pace to it. Great flow to this game as Holmes has the basketball, right wing. Gives it up for Gleason Camp with 23 seconds to go in the first half. Jackets down 43-20 on the baseline. Spun away, the ball flips up high in the air. Picked up by Barber for Mount Vernon. Now Giacomis in the front court against Holmes. Giacomis flips it off for Barber, who finished. No, cannot get it to go. Left of the rim. Ball knocked around on the baseline, and it's going to go off of Delaware Hayes. Jackets will have it. 8.1 seconds to go in this first half. Jackets down by 23.
Yeah, the Euclid Entourage, the home student section, not too happy, but no one wanted to get on the floor there for the ball, so ball off of Delaware Hayes to see what Mount Vernon can do here.
Dribbling right of the lane, now into the lane, right hand, rolling too strong. Vanderwerker picks it up, 3 seconds. Vanderwerker has the basketball at the buzzer. It goes! Denton's on the back of the iron, and it goes for Vanderwerker. And he was quiet till about the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, and the 3 at the buzzer makes it 46-20. The Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets are down 26 at the break here at Delaware Hayes. But Vanderwerker, he shoots it from way deep and gets it to go at the buzzer as it Denton's on the back of the iron. 46-20 here at the half. Jackets down by 26 to Delaware Hayes. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Hoops on WMBO. All right, we welcome you back here, WMBO, and a quick pace first half. Well, they're the Pacers for a reason, right? I mean, they got up and down the floor quite a bit here in that first half. Griggs hit a 3 to start it. Vanderwerker made it 5-0 quickly. The Beck 3 answered, but getting dominated for the most part. But again, played it even in the second quarter. But when you're down 23, playing it even's not good enough. And so the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets are down by 26 that first half. I'm telling you, we've seen a lot of basketball. This is the most impressive team we've seen all season, the Delaware Hayes Pacers.
Yeah, I would say so. I think they're up there with some of these other OCC teams. I think that, like I said, the difference was when you come out in the zone against this team, yeah, you want to take away Vanderwalker, but I mean the way that they set up their zone offense, I mean you have Piet Brown who's Piet Brown who's at the 4 at the low block, and he's passing the ball around like a point guard. You have Jeremiah Russell, you have Drew Banaszak, who are both pretty much point guards. Griggs, I'll give more of like a 2-guard look. But like I said, you have 3 point guards on the floor moving around this zone. They are just passing the ball well, finding the open man. And that's the other thing, like I was kind of touching on, 60 to 70% of the high school teams that we watch will just settle for that first okay shot, that first, open pass, whatever. Delaware Hayes just letting it all come to them, kind of taking that deep breath and not kind of fretting and throwing it to that open guy that, you might not be able to find if you didn't work the ball around 2-3 more times than the average, bear. But for Mount Vernon, yeah, like you said, playing even, it still hurts to, go down -3 in that second quarter after you finally find the scoring. But I think some of that scoring really came from transition. Like we said, Mount Vernon, no matter what, is one of the better teams in Central Ohio at transition basketball. I mean, they can get it off the rim and score within 3.5-4 seconds. So I think I'd say probably about 6 to 8 of those points that we saw in this half were from full-court transition. That's just how it's going to have to be. They're just going to have to get stops. I know that's not the easiest thing to ask for. Maybe you have to change up out of the zone. I know it's not been the greatest of things in the first half, but hopefully back into a tie.
It was at 8, but it was Griggs who was really good quarter, but he led the way there in that first half. But it's a catch-22 for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets because we've seen it in transition how efficient they'll get in a track meet with them. I don't know. I think that's probably very difficult too, but the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, they got a lot to make up here in the second half.
Yeah. Yes, they do. Like you're touching on, Vanderwerker is the kind of the star to come see. But the thing is about Delaware Hayes that I've learned from watching them play, it doesn't matter if you have, like Jesse Burris last year. Jesse Burris would be, the highest scoring player and all that. But it wasn't like he was taking shots from other people. I mean, he would still work the ball around. It was just that he was fortunate enough to be the recipient of many different buckets. So, I mean, it's just unselfish play from Delaware Hayes. And as you can see, that's why they've scored 46 points and a half. I mean, that's winning basketball. That's what you came to do. And also, holding your opponent to 20 points and a half. I mean, you hold a team to 40 points in a total game. I know that you can't play that devil's advocate math, but, I mean, you hold a team to 40 points, you're going to win pretty much, I'd say, 95% of your games here in high school basketball.
You look at that first quarter when Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets were down by 31-8 at the end of the first quarter. Ball game was 14-6 after Quentin Rowland, hit 1 of 2 free throws. For the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, they had some positive things. Getting inside in the half court for them, he helped it and things, and I think that's the way to do it to an extent. But if you're the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets, get in transition, try to bump around a little bit. I think that's probably going to be your best bet. But right now, they're trailing at 46-20. A long way to go in this one. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Basketball. We thank Brian Cubbage and Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Pizza Cottage, as well as New Directions. And if you haven't been to Pizza Cottage and tried their BLT pizza, it's very good. We're here at the half. It's 46-20. The Pacers from Delaware Hayes leading this one in firm control with the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets by 26. And I'll be honest with you, I think what you're probably going to see, at least in the initial part of the third quarter, is I think Delaware Hayes is going to try to get it to Vanderwerker more. I think they're going to try to get it inside more to him because you saw him kind of play on the three-point line there. Of course, he hit that three at the buzzer from just inside a half court, but we'll see what happens. Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets right now, they're down big. They got a lot of work to do if they want to get back in this basketball game against the Delaware Hayes Pacers and prevent themselves from losing once again. Last year was an ugly one between these two teams after some close ones the previous 4 matchups. This one is not close.
No.
46-20. We're here at the half. Do want to thank John Wareham, who's back behind the camera. And our producer today is Delaney. And we thank her for being behind the camera today. And I only told her 7 different game times before she got the right one tonight. 46-20. That's where we're at the half here at Delaware Hayes. Let's take this break. We'll come back. Second half action is coming up next here on WMBO.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community, offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
We're back here at Delaware Hayes High School, 46-20 in favor of Delaware Hayes. We get ready for the second half. And, I think about a couple of years ago. Now, last year we didn't have the senior showcase. I had surgery, so we couldn't do it. But the year before, Nick Kuhn was the head boys basketball coach for one of the teams. And before the game started, he looked at all the players and he said, let it fly. Let it fly. And at this point, when you're down by 26 against Delaware Hayes, you might as well just let it fly. I mean, because you got to try to get back in the basketball game, but
if you let
first
it fly,
off, you got to get stops. You got to find a way to
keep
get
shooting
stops.
like you did in the first half. This will be an 100-point game for Delaware Hayes. I mean, they were just grabbing the miss and just going.
Well, they got to get stops first on the defensive end if they want to get into this one at all. Russell's out there with Pyatt Brown, with Griggs, with Banasack, and with Vanderwerker. And for Mount Vernon, it's Rowland, Barber, Giacobus, Columber, and Beck. 46-20 Delaware Hayes, and they're going to let the clock go all the way down. And then we'll start the second half. And Delaware Hayes will go towards our left here. As Russell has it against the zone. Vanderwerker's down there. Drops it off on the right wing for Banasack. Russell, Banasack, corner three. Griggs, up and no good. Rebound by Beck. Good box out there of Pyatt Brown, and Beck will push. Just underway in the second half, and the Jackets trailing 46-20. Barber, Columber dribbling right wing. Now gives it up for Giacobus. Giacobus has the basketball. Down to Rowland. Rowland puts it on the floor on the right wing. Rowland backs his way in. Rowland still backing his way in. Spins around. He's in the lane. Now it's knocked away. Ball on the floor, and Giacobus ends up with it. He's double teamed, and now we're going to have a jump ball, and it will stay with Mount Vernon. And it looked like there was a lot of time in the lane there for the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets as well, but Jackets keep the basketball.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, though, when you're trying to make a comeback, is you got to get on those 50-50 balls. It's a good start by Giacobus.
Jackets got a score here on this possession. Beck, Columber looking, needing help. He's being pressured. Now Beck, a three from the left wing. Up, it's no good off the heel. Vanderwerker gets the rebound and now pushes with Russell. A minute into the third quarter. Pyatt Brown on the left wing. Pyatt Brown, 46-20. Pacers to lead. Russell fakes the three on the right wing. Now gives it Pyatt Brown on the left wing. Not a lot of space for Vanderwerker right now, as Griggs gives it up to Russell on the right wing. 6:45 to go, third quarter, 46-20. And a miss on a three, and a putback by Griggs. He is pushed by Giacobus for the foul. And they're saying two shots coming for Griggs.
Giacobus. Chase Griggs, shooting two.
That was a good foul there by Griggs. He's always looking to score. He's a good two guard. See if he can cash these in at the line.
Free throw is up. Free throw is good. Nothing but nylon there for Griggs, who had a pretty nice first quarter. They didn't score in the second quarter. But in the first quarter, he hit a couple of threes. Actually, three of them. He had 11 points in the first quarter. And now he's got 12 in the game. And now he has 13.
He had 14 in his last game against Liberty.
Well, he's getting that very quickly here. Barber dribbling inside, right of the lane, stops, puts up with the right hand, got it to go. Just like we were talking about before we started the second half. Barber.
Yep. Good quick buckets there. Making a transition bucket off of a free throw.
6:25 to go in the third quarter. Jackets down 48-22. This could have been a lot worse, though. They trailed 31-8 at the end of one. A little playing catch here. Banasack gives it up. Pyatt Brown corner. Now Vanderwerker goes inside, kicks it to Russell, head of the key, Pyatt Brown. Good ball movement, and a floater up and good by Griggs. Great ball movement.
I mean, how do you beat a zone? Not by dribbling, by passing. And boy, you turn your head and the new guy had the ball there on that possession.
Oh, touch passes, and it's 50-22 Pacers. Colber stops, head of the key, spins around, gives it back. Beck dribbling with the left hand to his left. Looking for Barber. Now spins around. Dribbles with the right hand. Dribbles right in the lane. Beck goes inside. High up the glass and no good. Knocked around. Ball picked up. And now a push for Banasak. Into the front court, Banasak. Back to Vanderwerker. Now gives it up, Pyatt Brown. And a touch pass into the right corner, 3 by Russell. Weak side rebound off the miss by Beck. And with 5.5 to go third quarter, Jackets down 28. Giacumas on the right wing. Jackets down 50-22 right now. And Beck has the basketball. Dribbling right in the lane. Collenberg misses. Vanderwerker. Vanderwerker gets it, pushes up the floor to Russell. Dribbles right in the lane, up with the right hand, no. Pyatt Brown gets the rebound. Pyatt Brown into the lane, floater up, no good, too strong, and a rebound for Quentin Rowland. Pushes down for Collenberg. Collenberg stops, bumped, shot up, and he's fouled.
Yeah, Griggs had an opportunity to take a charge there. He decided to just go for the block. Going to get the foul on that one.
Garrett Brown and Will Sims will check in. Sims had 8 in the first half. Collenberg hasn't scored since the 1:17 mark of the first quarter. It's been a while for him. That's his only bucket of the ball game as well. His free throw is up and rattles in. The rims here are kind of friendly.
Yeah, the one that Delaware Hayes is going on, that one has a lot of bounce to it, I won't lie, compared to the one on the right, but they both give a little leeway.
It's friendly there for Mount Vernon.
Maybe some WD-40.
Yeah. Or just Vanderwerker to, like, dunk it and
break
his
it
hands
and get a new one.
Yeah, exactly. That could be an idea. Both free throws good by Collenberg, 50-24, 4:58. Don't give him ideas, although I would like to see that. Pyatt Brown head of the key. Jackets down 26 with 4:50 to go third quarter. They drop it now. Good touch pass to Sims, who finishes left of the rim. Sims now with 10.
I mean, this is just a beautiful clinic on how to pass a ball
really
in a half-court zone.
Really is. They are doing great. Collenberg, back-to-back 3 for the right wing. Up, and it's an air ball. And with 4:33 to go third quarter, Jackets down 52-24. And you mentioned you got to move the ball as Alex Brown will come in, and Banasak takes his seat, but got to move the ball in the zone. And very unselfish basketball for the Pacers right now. Team made it to the state Final Four last year. Into the front court, Griggs gives it up for Pyatt Brown. 4:25 to go, third quarter. 52-24 is our score. 3 by Pyatt Brown, the left wing. Up, it is good.
If they're going to keep staying in the zone, I mean, Delaware Hayes is just going to keep embarrassing them. It might have to change something up here on the defense end.
Inside, Rowland, soft touch with the right hand, can't finish though. And a rebound pulled down and a push. Pyatt Brown looks underneath. Pass out to Alex Brown. Now they're looking for Sims on the left block. Knocked away. Picked up by Barber Mount Vernon. Jackets down 31. 3:50 to go third quarter. Now Collenberg backs his way on the left baseline. Into the lane. Collenberg gets a guy up, and he makes a nice move and finish by Collenberg.
Yeah, great up and under there. Got Pyatt Brown to jump. Hey, another solid bucket from Mount Vernon. Just got to string a couple together and maybe get some stops here on the defense end.
Jackets now down 29 with 3:33 to go in the third quarter. But this has been really just a good basketball game. I mean, score-wise, it's not close, but here's a corner 3 by Garrett Brown. It's off the bottom of the rim. Rebound pulled down Giacumas, pushed by Beck. But Beck up the floor to Barber. Barber one-on-one with Pyatt Brown. Puts it up, off the glass, and in. Barber.
There it is. You just got stack possessions, you know.
And the Jackets, look, they're down 27, but they were down by 23 at the end of one. Knocked away by Barber, taken away by Barber. How about Zane Barber right now, except he loses it out of bounds. But he is playing well. Barber here in this quarter has 4. He had 4 also in the second quarter, but to go into the front court, but lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Coach Kuhn will probably agree with me on this one. When you see a kid like Barber showing heart like that and 3 minutes left in the third quarter of a blowout kind of game, I mean, that means something to this kid. It means a lot.
He goes to the bench, but
I mean, he played hard for those last 5-6 minutes. He's played since the start of this half.
Yep, here's Banasak, corner 3 by Will Sims. No, ball tipped out, but a foul is going to be called on Scotty Telfair. 2:42 to go the third quarter. And, you're up 27. You can live with Sims maybe taking a 3 from the corner. But 2:42 to go in the third quarter. Stevie Gleason camp about to check in. And Kirkbride tries to throw it out, and on the baseline, caught by Sims, but he's out of bounds. Gleason Camp in, Sims to the bench. Sims has given good minutes when he's been in for Hayes.
Yeah, he played a good defensive possession there. Put that foot on that end baseline. Hey, if it hits you, it's out of bounds. That's good defense.
Colliber has it ahead of the key for the Jackets, trailing by 27, 2.5 to go third quarter. Now right in the lane, kicks it out. Corner three, up, no for Giacomis. Rebound pulled down by Scotty Telfair. And now a push for Banasac into the front court to Gleason Camp, back to Banasac. He's got the basketball. Gets it back. Banasac on the right wing with 2:12 to go third quarter. Between the circles with it is Garrett Brown. He's just going to hold it right now. His team up 27, 2:05 to go third quarter. Right wing. Now to Banasac. And we talked about it in the JV game too, or we were talking about it off there, but just moving the basketball when you're up this big. Now Gleason Camp double team, and he throws it off of Kirkbride out of bounds. And with 1:51 to go third quarter, 55-28 Delaware Hayes.
A little smart play there when you get trapped on the baseline, just kind of jump throw it at a defender and hope it goes out of bounds. Euclid Andrade was liking that one.
Dribbling on the right lane, or right wing, excuse me now. Alex Brown has it. Gleason Camp got it. Back to Alex Brown. They like when Gleason Camp gets it. Colliber fouled as he takes it away. 1:37 to go third quarter. Steve Gleason Camp, appreciate all his work here. He's the athletic director at Delaware Hayes, and always appreciate what he does for us here. John Wareham's across the other way. If he can hear us, we'd like him to wave. He won't.
He's looking good in his red. He looks like Santa.
Yeah, he kind of does. And then you got Delaney behind us. She has to deal with sitting by us. 55-28, Kirkbride has it. 1:24 to go in the third quarter. Here's, that's Coolman with it. Now Giacomis. Giacomis up. John did wave. Right wing three up by Colliber to get it to go.
Isaiah Colliber.
Colliber now in this quarter was 7. 55-31.
He's been steadily keeping some points going since the second quarter. Let's see if he can continue into the fourth.
Look, Jackets are down 24 points right now. They were down 23 at the end of one. So you got to give them credit on their heart to keep this a 1-point game, and now it's left wing. Or 1-point game since that point. It's a 24-point game. But left wing to Banasac. He's got it on the left wing. Now gives it up for Garrett Brown with 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. 55-31. Ball taken away by Coleman. Pushes down with Hempfield. Hempfield slows it down for Giacomis. 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. Jackets down 24. Kirkbride on the right wing. Hands it off Colliber. Colliber for the Maverick Yellow Jackets. Had a good quarter so far. Jackets down 24. 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. Now, I will say, Delaware Hayes hasn't really played their starters a whole lot. And Colliber's got the basketball on the right. Like Vanderwerker hasn't played very much of this game. Colliber has the basketball ahead of the key. Dribbles left the lane. Spins into the lane. No travel apparently. And a foul's called. 12.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. And heading to the free throw line is Colliber. He's been good this quarter. He's got 7 points. He's got 2 field goals with 7 points. And has a chance to make it 9 points in the quarter for him.
Yeah, he's been the scoring drum here in this third quarter for Mount Vernon. I'm interested to see kind of what Coach Vincenzo comes up with over here. I know he's probably thinking about developing some play with a shooter, so with what he's got on the floor, I think that's going to mean we're going to see this ball launched by either Garrett Brown, Alex Brown, or Drew Banaszak. And maybe if they can get a bucket inside, it'll go to Telfair or Gleason Camp, but let's see what goes here for this last possession in the third quarter.
Well, right now the Jackets are down 22, and with the basketball, Banaszak left the lane, pull up Jay, got it.
Drew Banaszak.
Well, there's one of my 3 guys, I said.
That'll be the end of the third quarter. Banaszak right before the horn. 57-33.
Mount Vernon, 33.
And Jackets are down 24 as we head. And they actually outscored Delaware Hayes by 2 in the quarter. They're down 24 there. Heading to the fourth. Cubbage Electric Plumbing Construction High School Hoops on WMBO.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
All right, we welcome you back here to Delaware Hayes High School, 57-33. The Mountain Yellow Jackets get a big boost there by Isaiah Colliver in that third quarter. And as a team, played much better in that period. Granted, a lot of the guys aren't playing for Delaware Hayes. They're on the bench right now. But, Jackets back within 24. They go with pretty much their starting five, save McDonald out there instead of Colliver. And
Delaware's got a bench squad with Pyatt Brown.
Yeah, he's out there. He's got the basketball right now, Pyatt Brown, with 7:53 to go in the ball game. Jackets down 57-33. As the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets down by 24. And Delaware Hayes knows they don't really have to do a whole lot. There's no shot clock. Like the game last night. St. Clairsville played or something, and they had a shot clock.
Yeah, the shootout in Canton.
Yeah.
At the Memorial Fieldhouse, baby.
Drop inside and shot up with the left hand, missed, partially blocked and picked up by McDonald off the miss by Telfair. Had Giacobus in the front court. Left wing to Quentin Rowland. Giacobus gives it up for Beck. Back to McDonald. McDonald's got a couple of points here in this one. Barber's had a pretty good game. I mean, we're down 24. Here's Giacobus in the corner, airballs it. Telfair clears it. Pyatt Brown pushes. A minute into the fourth quarter. Push up the floor now to Kobe Holmes. Drop inside. And missed badly with the left hand by Telfair. I think he was trying to draw a foul.
Yeah.
6:50 to go in this game.
Getting handed out this game too much.
Officials have been great, too, in this game, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Barber tiptoes the end line. I mean, 57-33, it's a 24-point game, and when the speed of a game like this, officials have been really good.
Well, the thing is, it's not about how many fouls you call, like big or small. It's about sticking to your technique. If you're going to call fouls, call them. If you're not, don't change up. And they've been the same all four quarters so far.
Yep, Holmes has the basketball to Alex Brown. He fakes the three, now gives it up for Holmes. He wants a three, lefty line drive miss. And now a push up the floor for Barber, who chases it down. Barber tries to save it. He does to Holmes, though, of Delaware Hayes. 6:18 to go in the game. And the Jackets down by 24 across court. Inside, in the lane, kick out on the right wing, Pyatt Brown. He sets for a three and misses long. A rebound, McDonald, who's just like, oh, there's the basketball. 6:05 to go in the game. 57-33. Pacers up 24. They led it by 23 at the end of one. Beck goes inside, kicks it Giacobus. Now McDonald. He goes into the lane, McDonald. Right wing. Gives it up. Now a bounce for McDonald. McDonald has it for a second. Throws it up in the air wildly. It's a miss. And with 5:48 to go in this game, 57-33. The Jackets right now are trailing. Stevie Gleason-Camp is in. Carter Pyatt Brown is out. And so no starters are into the ball game now for the Pacers.
So we might not be seeing much at 12.
Yep.
Like you said, they play Brunswick tomorrow in a nice Sunday showcase.
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, this is very nice if you're Delaware Hayes. You can rest some of those starters that you're going to need for a big, big game.
Well, Alex Brown fires a three from the left wing. No. Rebound pulled down. Stevie Gleason-Camp. That gets the student section fired up. 5.5 to go in the ball game.
Good strong board.
Bounce inside with the left hand. No. Well, Scotty Telfair's really having trouble at the rack right now.
Gleason-Camp keep shooting it off, keep rebounding it.
Yeah. Telfair he's just kind of throwing it up there, and it's not working out for him in the post.
No, Roland's working hard on the defensive end. He's not letting anything, come cheap, come easy.
All right, now it's 57-33, 5:18 to go in the ball game. Jackets down 24. Hasn't been a whole lot of fanfare in this one. Vanderwerker did slam it once, which got us all excited. Gleason-Camp kicks it out. Alex Brown takes the three. 5:08 to go in the game. Delaware Hayes just taking their time. Gleason-Camp inside. Gleason-Camp kicks it out. Brown. Now Holmes. Right wing to Kelly. Kelly inside. He kicks it back up for Holmes. Holmes in the lane. Holmes pulls it back out. 4:54 to go in the ball game. There's Gleason-Camp with it now. Stevie Gleason-Camp, 6'2 senior. Holmes. Now Kelly a three. A knuckle bomb. No. Rebound pulled down by McDonald. And he's going to push it now. Into the front court, McDonald with 4:40 to go in the ball game. And right now, Delaware Hayes leading by 24. And nice cut by Barber. Finishes right on the rim. That's our first points of the quarter, by the way.
Hey, good defensive basketball. Sometimes you don't score.
The 4:30 mark. Took 3.5 minutes to score.
Hayes has also been working it well on this end. They've just been chewing clock.
That's what they're doing, 57-35.
That's what happens when you don't turn it over either. When
they scored 31 in the first quarter and scored 26 since that. But again, Not a lot of Vanderwerker tonight.
Structured minutes.
Yeah. Scoop up, no good by Brown. Alex Brown now puts it up off the glass and in. Alex Brown.
Way to stick with it.
Yeah, you're just not seeing the full team here with Delaware Hayes.
Some guys that usually get 8 to 10 minutes are now getting 15 to 16 tonight.
Vanderwerker has not played hardly at all. This ball is taken away by Holmes. Kobe Holmes with the basketball, has it on the right wing. 3:42 to go in the ball game. Back behind him to Alex Brown. Now gives it up for Mason Kelly, 5'7" junior. 3:35 to go in the ball game. Jackets down 59-35. And 24 points. This one could have gotten really out of hand if Vanderwerker would have played more. Holmes has it. Holmes spins around, gives it in the corner to Kelly. We give it up to the Jackets. I mean, they played some good defense. Got out in transition. Holmes in the lane. Holmes with 3:15 to go in the game. Here's Gleason Camp on the right wing. They want him to shoot it, but he doesn't. Tipped by Barber. In the lane, Kelly. Kelly scoops it up with the right hand. Partially blocked. Picked up by Barber. 3:03 to go in the game. Now it's tipped. And Beck ends up with it on the right wing. Crossed over. Nice move by Beck, who finished it. No, cannot finish right on the rim. Alex Brown gets the rebound. And with 2:52 to go in this game, the Jackets 59-35.
It's been that kind of night for Mount Vernon.
Even
when you make a beautiful move, whatever, the finish isn't there. Just that second part just isn't coming through.
Jackets are about ready to make some substitutions of their own. 59-35 with 2:35 to go in the ball game. Gleason Camp's got it. Gives it up to Alex Brown.
Flare.
3 is up. Good by Alex Brown. Alex Brown from downtown.
I know you've been touching on getting Gleason Camp, maybe a scorer. I think the Euclid Entourage wants it. But I'll tell you what, he has probably got about 3 assists, 3 rebounds, just playing off each other. It's beautiful to watch what Gleason Camp's doing here.
So they call it the Euclid Entourage because it's Euclid Avenue.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Look at this historian here.
Yes.
2:18 to go in the ball game. 62-30.
They wear with the 740, the area code, so I think I see him in the front row.
Okay. So you know what you're talking about.
A little bit. I like my orange and black teams. What can I say?
Okay, there you go. Headed to Keith McDonald. 2:03 to go in the ball game. 62-35 Pacers. Beck has it. Going pretty slow here up top. And Nick Kuhn wants some movement here. Coleman gets it. Coleman gives it back. 1:50 to go in the game. 62-35. Jackets are trailing in this one. Wares with it. He stops. Gives it up. Kirkbride. 1:42 to go in the game. Jackets down 62-35. Kirkbride inside. And bumped on the drive with 1:39 to go in the game. 62-35. One thing about this game is that it did get to a point where it was out of hand, but it never got to a point where it was a running clock. At 62-35, it's a 27-point game. It's probably not going to be a running clock at the next minute and 39 seconds.
Yeah, I think, what do you think, 31 I think was our biggest margin tonight.
And Coleman finishes right with the right hand.
Scoop shot.
2 points, Gage Coleman.
62-37 with about 29 to go in the game. Coleman. Now Holmes has it. And they want to give it to Gleason Camp. Give it up for Alex Brown. Coming to set a ball screen
down there.
Yeah, he's in the corner.
He might slip open.
He's got it right now. Gleason Camp going inside. Gleason Camp sidesteps the defender. This place is going crazy. Gleason Camp. This place is going crazy right now.
Yeah, there's your fanfare.
There we go. He did it. Boy, it was a great move, too. And back from way downtown. No. Holmes the rebound. Under a minute to go in the game. And right now, Jackets trailing 64. Oh, here's Gleason Camp again against McDonald. Goes inside. Now he's trying for the assist. Instead, Brown gets blocked by Kirkbride. Picked up there by Gleason Camp. The 3 is up. Oh, it rolls around and out. Good rotation, though, for Gleason Camp. And with 35 seconds to go in the game, 64-37. Jackets are trailing this one. Kirkbride's got it. Flips it up to McDonald. McDonald puts it on the floor. McDonald has it. And McDonald gives it up for Kirkbride. Open 3. It's a deep one, and he misses off the front of the rim. Rebound Alex Brown. I don't know if you're going to see anybody. Yep, they're saying don't score.
Yep.
19 seconds to go in the game. We're going to have a final at 64-37. Jackets losing by 27 tonight. And another loss against Delaware Hayes. This one by 27 as the Pacers knock off the Yellow Jackets 64-37. And for the Delaware Hayes Pacers, He'll go into that matchup tomorrow, coming off a victory, 64-37. All right, that'll do it for us here. We don't stick around too long, but we want to thank John Wareham on the other side for running the camera, and Delaney doing her job there, producer for us. We appreciate her work as well. Because, to be honest with you, me and Bo don't know what we're doing if it was not for Delaney and the producing part. We have no idea.
I'd be valuable for about 2 seconds, then I'm done.
But we appreciate everybody joining us here, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction High School Hoops. Jackets fall tonight on the road, 64-37. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good night.